Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, back with another drawing stream. Let me turn up the music here. So hopefully you guys can hear it. And yeah, that should be good. Yeah, it's always annoying switching from streams because I have to use the HDMI output on my Elgato, and then I have to switch it from my Sonic Adventure stream, which is composite because we're playing it on the GameCube. So it always takes me like a hot minute to get things switched around when I'm switching streams. If I was good at YouTube, I'd do this beforehand, you know. Get this cable out of the way, and we should be good. What's up, everybody? I'm Shin0555. Thank you for jumping on the stream. And just as the title says, this is just a drawing stream. And last time we were drawing my own original character, Please Do Not Steal. Her name is Jackie Owens. And we were drawing her. And we laid down all the base color. We did the line art, laid down the base color. And now we're going to do the shading this video. And see where we go from there. We might be able to finish it, might not. Who knows? So for this one, because I'm a little concerned because when I hit multiple, yeah, it's going to get a lot darker. So I want to lighten this up, maybe even layer, copy, new layer, create clipping mask, grab this, boom, make it all white, merge that down. Okay, good, we got a white version of her too. But for this one, I do want to go to filter, color adjustments, brightness and contrast, and just crank up the brightness just a little bit. That's actually a lot of it, but we cranked it up. That's the important part. So yeah, so we got a color version, we got the white if that doesn't work, and then we got this version here. I guess I do have the hair. Oh well, no big deal. Alright, so I'm going to turn this one on, and we're just going to start shading now. So I'm going to create a clipping mask, make a multiply, and we're pretty much just going to be using grays, because I do want to kind of recreate something that looks similar to this. Probably not this well. I'm not that good at rendering something out, but we're going to try. Should we start with the airbrush? Now let's start with base color. Let's just start with the base color. And we're just going to do some AO shading. Yo, what's up, Sir Hedgelord? Thanks for stopping by, jumping in the chat. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Sunday. That's way too big, by the way. Maybe I should start with the airbrush, make it real small. Nah. Might want to make it lighter too. Yeah, let's make it real light. Let's go like this, and then we'll do like a 50, and just kind of not start marking out shapes. So we're gonna have the light coming from this way. So that'll inform our shading, and I'm gonna do the hair separate. So I'm just gonna kind of color over the hair here. Probably make this a lot bigger. There we go. So we're just gonna really focus on just getting the big shadows. So all under here would be in shadow. Yo, what's up, Wizplay? I'm at work, but I'm here. Dude, you are the best. Can always count on you being on stream. See, I'm gonna need to return the favor when you start doing streams. So yeah, we're just taking kind of like a big pen here, just laying down the first kind of shadow that's going to be kind of the biggest throughout, and then we'll get darker as we get kind of closer and the more in-between stuff. So what's up, everybody? I hope everybody is having a great Sunday. My Sunday's going pretty good. Sitting here drawing, there's nothing wrong with that. I really do enjoy drawing. That's one of the reasons why I actually like doing the stream a lot. Well, I'm not always at work, lol. But dude, I appreciate you coming through. And yeah, no, I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I was hoping to get the chance to work on our video tonight, but I ended up alone at work today, so I'll be doing overtime to get going tomorrow too. Oh, it sucks. That sucks when it's like you have a plan. Like you plan like your day out and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get this done today, and then like a bunch of shit happens and you're like, well, I guess that's not happening today. And just like, it just sucks. I actually had kind of like a week like that, not this week, but last week. Because if you guys don't know, I kind of went part-time on my like real job to kind of pursue like an internet career, like this YouTube stuff. But last week I actually had to jump in, and it doesn't matter with the eyes, I could just shade in the eyes. Yeah, that's fairly good. Clean this up a little bit. Well, that eraser's way too big. That eraser's still pretty too big. And let's go like up to 25. Again, this isn't gonna be perfect. We're gonna kind of like blend this in here. But I'm just kind of like marking out the shapes. Then I'm gonna use. Kind of want. You also have to realize this is gonna be like the lightest shadow. So we're just gonna go darker from here. I could probably put this whole ear in shadow there. Yeah, I might get a chance to record stuff tonight for future videos. Oh, nice, dude. At least you could like make something of it. But you know, like I was saying last week, it's just like I'm supposed to work 2 days a week, and I ended up working 3 days because my boss had some like house stuff he needed to go do, and he couldn't be in work. So I ended up working an extra day, which I don't mind. I get paid for it, so it's just like, you know, you get a little bit more money. That's nice. Not complaining about that. But it does suck. It does suck when it's like, oh, I had this whole schedule going and now it's all off. And next week's gonna suck because next week is Thanksgiving, so we're gonna have family over. So it's like, I'm gonna continue to not get anything done. It sucks too because like I'm working on like this animation. Even though hopefully we're slow on Monday and Tuesday when I'm at work, because if we're slow, I can kind of draw like I'm doing now. And again, this doesn't have to, like, the erasing that I'm doing doesn't have to be perfect here. just kind of good enough. I've never really done like a, that's not true. I've tried to doing it before, but they never really came out all that well. Like just black and white, like shading. Should probably have used reference more, but for those attempts, but what it is what it is, whatever. We'll just do it good now. How about that? I might have both my 2 days off filled with stuff I have to do. So I know what that feels like, lol. You know, it just sucks. It sucks when you're just like, oh, man. And it's like, well, I can't do that this week. And when you think about it, it's like, well, I guess I just have to wait like another week for me to do this one simple thing I wanted to get done. But no, I have this whole animation project I'm working on. Honestly, I gotta get back. One thing that I do hate is, I asked one of my friends to, like, voice one of the characters, and he hasn't gone, like, back to me yet. And it's like, I kind of need that, like, voice lines. And again, it's not gonna be, like, a long animation. It's just gonna be, like, you know, like, 3 to maybe 5 minutes. So it's real short. Like, it'll be short in terms of, like, not like a full movie or whatever, but I do kind of need the voice lines before I start animating. So it's just kind of like, and it's like I hate to bother them, just to be like a pest, just be like, you got those lines yet? But it's like, god damn it, I need because I need to know how long the lines are gonna be, so when I animate it, especially for like this first part. Because I got this whole thing where I'm gonna do like a 2D animated like intro, and then it's gonna like transition to like a 3D animation. So like I'm working on the 2D part right now, and I got everything drawn out in pencil. Now I gotta like scan it all in, and then do it up on the computer. So that's going to take some time, but not that much time. I work pretty quick. But like once I have all the assets done, it's like, okay, I kind of want to animate it. Yo, what's up, Edward? Yo, what's up? No, Jedward. That's why I say said last week I don't have much time to get back into drawing. My only free time is always filled with something. Yeah, no, you'd have to like really, and that's like the problem with like drawing. Like if you want to get like good at it, it does involve like a big time sink, you know. But I enjoy drawing. So I made a big part of my channel. In fact, like, I feel like my drawing videos are probably like my more popular videos. But maybe not recently. My like talking videos are pretty much dominating the channel now. But I will always do some sort of drawing video. Just always. Especially like the how to draw videos, because I like making them, and so should I start blending it in now or wait until I do? Let's do another one. Let's boop. Go another color. Stupid question, but you trying some 2D animation now? Not really. Well, I am gonna do some 2D animation eventually. I actually have a game idea that I want to do some 2D animation for. But this one, it's pretty much just going to be like moving still shots. So there's not going to be a lot of animation in it. Kind of like those like lazy cutscenes that like game developers do for like intros, where it's like almost like a motion comic book type deal. Whoops. Well, that's actually kind of okay. But I do want to get into like 2D animation too. I'm gonna get into all the animation. How about that? But I do want to focus on 3D. 3D I find is a lot easier. It's easier to like wrap my brain around 3D animation. Okay, we're gonna need to go a lot smaller on this. Boom, 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 boom. And you kind of want to get that like kind of weird gradient look going on. That's what I'm aiming for right now with this stuff. But yeah, so little 2D, but it's basically like moving still shots. Bro, your drawing video made me actually relearn how to draw again, because rewind to 2019 on my old channel, I did some stupid drawing chores, either Romanian. Oh, that's awesome. You do them in multiple languages. I don't know if I'll do this. Ruben on the channel has always been something I wanted to do. Yeah, no, dude, animation is awesome. And now's like a great time to get into it, because there's so many good like free programs to learn animation now. So Blender is a great one to start with. So if you want to start learning like animation, I would say start with Blender. Because not only, like in Blender, you can only, you could do 3D animation, that's kind of what it's built for, but you could also get in like 2D animation and things like that. Yeah, it's Reban, not my OG email back from 2018. So I think Blender's a great starting point. It's a little complicated. At first, it will take a while to like learn it, for most people. It took me a while. Like, I learned Blender kind of like on and off for a while. But now I'm pretty confident into like making like 3D animations and like things of that nature. So it is a great, great program to learn. And it's free. That's even better. Like, it's free. It has like a great community too. That's where people like I have a lot of respect for, like Monty Ohm. Even though he's like passed away now. That's the creator of Ruby, and you might have seen his work on, he made like a what is it? A fan animation of Dead Fantasy. That's where I found him from at first, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever, dude. I still think it's the coolest shit ever. But that's where I like have a lot of respect for like Monty Ohm, because he was doing like 3D animation back when like doing 3D animation was actually hard. Like, you needed like an actual like college degree to like learn the skills to like do it. But I think he taught himself, which is even more insane. And again, that was back in the day when it's like it was before Blender. So it's just like you had to pay a lot of money for like programs like Maya and shit like that, and like you had to learn on yourself. Like, God, that's so impressive. That expression of like we're just standing on the shoulders of giants, like that's so true. I forgot I don't have to keep this like super clean. And kind of just wibble wobble everything in here. Because we'll get like super clean when we start using like black. I'm just kind of like mapping out the shadow shapes right now, and then we're gonna kind of blend it in so we get like a nice like shadow gradient. And again, I've never really done this before, like this method that I'm doing right now. So I'm sure it'll be very like touch and go. We'll be learning a lot this episode, or at least I will. People ask if I'll do my videos in German too. I'm always like, no, I could, but it's not worth it because everyone watching in Germany usually watches in English anyway. This stream top hottest Sonic. I need to make a top hottest Sonic characters, dude. Yeah, I do know Romanian. Long live. Yeah, I guess like again, I only know English because like I'm an American. Like that, and I'm also really bad with languages too. I'm like lucky I learned English, as well as I do, and I don't even know it that well. So yeah, I'm lucky. I can't do any other like a video in another language, but that is a huge bonus if you could do it. But again, a lot of people just watch videos in English because like English is kind of like the default language in a lot of terms. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, we should go like extra dark for the next one. Cause like I can barely see this shit. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna blend it in. Get that like gradient going, so. And I think I'll do one more kind of like this, like kind of trying to blend it in as best we can, and then I'll go in and we'll start using some blacks. But yeah, no, language is not one of my strong suits. I remember having to take like Spanish for 4 years in high school, and I can't tell you anything in Spanish. I didn't retain a single thing. And like as a stubborn American, I don't think I should learn another language. That's like treason. It's like I speak American, damn it. Oh no, I barely got any views on my fellow Plus. I want more international views. What's crazy about like the views on like YouTube and stuff is like you don't get to choose who watches your channel. Like I get a huge, like I have a ton of people watching from Germany. I don't know why. I don't know if I post like what I upload is more relevant in like German, but like I got a bunch of people from Germany watching my streams and my videos and stuff, and it's just like I don't specifically put like, oh, I want to be big in Germany. I guess YouTube just decided that. So you can't really like pick, you know? Even though YouTube does like a thing where I think you can pay to get your like videos like bumped up and like promoted, which is cool, I guess. I've never done it. Maybe I should. No, I feel like I want to be a little bit more established in the YouTube sphere before I start doing that. Kind of build my audience on my own for a little bit. Which I'm surprised I got like even you guys watching. We do English and French. I don't know. What gender's a croissant? I was forced to learn German. Learning Japanese was a choice. I would want to learn Japanese because, like, I'd want to go to Japan one day, and it'd be, like, nice to know the language to speak. I'd either have to learn it or, like, get, like... I have, like, a friend who actually lived in Japan for a little bit. I think he's back here now. And I would just have to go with him. Just be like, hey, what are they saying about me? They're saying something about me. I love that line in Clay World Off the Table. If any of you guys know what Clay World is, that series made by like Robert Binford, good on you. You are a man of taste and culture. Alright, let's go one more darker. So that's... I'll keep it. Yeah, why not? I was like, ooh, that might be too dark, but I was like, no, it's good. It's good enough. It's good enough. Again, it's this, what I really want to make is like this gradient looking thing, and then we're going to kind of like blend it in. Then we're going to go in with even a darker color and do kind of like an AO shading. And then I'm going to use some gradient maps. I'm not worried about the eyes either. We're going to handle the eyes separate. Guess we'll have to put subtitles in other languages. But you know, I like that idea of like being like an American and just like learning another language is just like treason. It's like, no, if you're an American, the world has to conform to us. We don't conform to the world. Anything less is un-American. But yeah, and I am just awful at languages. Like, despite me having like this like YouTube channel and like talking a lot, I actually don't talk a lot in person. I'm like really quiet. So again, even if I learn like another language, I probably wouldn't even like talk. I wouldn't even like say anything, you know. And again, it could be a little sloppy too. That's fine. In terms of like shading. Because again, we're going to blur the shit out of this soon. And then I'll do like a good shading. With like the black. That's so real. Oh, what's so real? The American not wanting to conform? Just goddamn it, I speak American. The language of the gods. What was that from? Was that always like fucking... I want to say Always Sunny. That might have been from Always Sunny. One of like Dennis's rants. The language of the gods. Might have not been. I forgot where that's from. Oh, I got sidetracked when I was talking about like Clay World. Oh, right. Back when Clay World Off the Table, it's like the movie for Clay World. And again, if you know what Clay World is, awesome. But there's like one scene, like kind of the beginning, like when they go off the table and they go outside, and Dr. Black, I think his name was, like asks like one of the guys like, okay, what do these aliens talk about? Like what language do they speak? And like don't give me this they speak both nonsense. They don't speak both. They have to pick one. It's just like, that's how I feel. Don't give me this both nonsense. It's just one. Alright, it's coming together. It looks pretty good. Again, like the hair doesn't matter. We're doing the hair separate. Because look at him, like, oh, this is good. And then you look at the hair, and it's like, ugh. It's like, it's fine. We're going to delete all this shading when we get to the hair. And then do the hair separately. I might cop out and just do a gradient for the hair. Listen, guys. I'm lazy. Guys, hear me out. I'm lazy and I don't want to do it. Alrighty. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna have the fun part. Oh, I should get some more of this ear in. Just a little bit. Just a little bit to show that I didn't forget about it. The only language I understand now is money. Yes, that's truly the language of the gods. The way you say it, it only implies that there's only 2 languages. Oh well. There are only 2 languages. Alright, we'll probably do a 16. Yeah, let's hit it with a 20. Let's hit it with that 20. What? Maybe we should use the blur tool. Blue tool is too big. Yeah, the blur tool works better. This blur tool is super strong. In my other version of Paint Tool Psi that I used on my other computer, it was almost the exact opposite, where like the blur tool was the lighter one that I'd use, and then the watercolor brush would be like the stronger blur option. And now the roles have completely reversed, which I don't really mind, but with that 40. Just kind of make like the gradient. Look a little better. Maybe I should have used the airbrush tool for this. We might go back and just try to like doing like a big airbrush in areas. But yeah, I kind of want to just get this kind of base layer going. A little foundation to work off of, you know. That's another thing too, is like I kind of have like a style that I've been like working on forever, and I kind of want to like break away from it and try other things. Like I always wanted to learn how to do like hyper realistic shading, like what this thing is. I've always wanted, especially with like the hair and shit, but it's just like it's just so hard. It's so hard. I just realized I didn't use any of the black here. Oh well. Or the darker tone here. Oh well, I'm sure I'll be fine. And when you use the blur tool, it does depend on where, like how you shade, like your strokes. So keep that in mind when you use the blur tool. I'll probably lighten this too to hide some of like where the gradation doesn't look that great. So we'll lower the opacity a little bit. I kind of want to do like all soft edges with this. Let me know if the music's getting annoying. It shouldn't, because the Sonic, what was it, Sonic Mega Collection, like, history music. It's like a 30-minute, like, extended version of it. Which is awesome. I do have it on repeat, so it should be good. Now it's like an infinite version, extended version. I get that. God, can you imagine doing this with paint? I have some friends that do like traditional art, and it's just like, why? How do you control Z the stuff you don't want? Yeah, I like having the control like digital art. I don't like not having that. It's pretty good. So you can kind of see like the transition. Oh, should hit that too. Well, again, I kind of want this all soft. Look, I want this to be like the base shadow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lighten it a little bit to hopefully get rid of some of that. We can see kind of the spots in between, but it's alright. It's alright. This is the first draft. We just draw the buttons on the paper. Do it that way, lol. See, you just start by drawing the owl, and then you finish the fucking owl. I remember that meme. That's an old meme. Where it's like, how to draw an owl. And it's like, start with 2 circles. And then draw, and then like the next step is draw the fucking owl. That was always funny. Okay, the hair's kind of bothering me, so I'm just gonna, like, the fact that it's like shading over it. So I'm going to, whoops. Select everything outside of it. Go here, and selection, invert. Bam, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. That looks so much better. Alright, that's pretty good. Now we're going to go in. We're going to go clip and mask, normal, or multiply. Go to the base. Well, maybe I'll try those with the airbrush. And we're going to go real dark. We're going to go like black. Almost black. I'm not that confident to use black. And we are just going to do some AO shading here. Which AO stands for ambient inclusion. For all those who don't know what that stands for. And basically it is a shading technique where you just kind of shade where things are close to one another. So you don't like look at like light source, you just kind of shade to where the edges of stuff are, kind of like this. Same thing here. I'm going to hit it up here as well. Boom. I see that actually does look a lot better right now. Which button? Some digital art. Oh, awesome, Sir Hedgelord. Have you posted any of it? I'd love to see it. That's coming along. Boop, boop. And here we'll hit a little bit right here. A little bit right here. That's fairly good. I thought I've been... I did post some drawings last week on the Discord server. I'll have to go check the Discord server. That's one thing I don't check. I just check like my messages on Discord. I don't really check people's like servers. But I will have to go check it out, Sir Hedgelord. That's okay. That's like, it's okay because like you don't think about it. Even though like Amy wears like a dress. Like all the female Sonic characters, they all wear clothes. Because they gotta cover, obviously. Obviously, they have to cover up. But people don't think about it when it's like Sonic. Because Sonic just runs around with like gloves. I'm pretty sure they have like a bunch of stores on Mobius. They do. They're even in the games too. Soliana. They had stores and vendors. Whoops. That's looking good. She's like popping out more. And with AO shading, when you're done, you should be able to like turn off the line work and still kind of keep its form. Like, for example, if I turn off the line work, you should still kind of be able to like see it. So again, you can see it a lot better here than when it's over there. blur this one into a little bit. That's fine. Boop, 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 boop. Bam. Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. This one's probably going to be a 3-parter. Which is okay. And literally, I've not looked at this one since last Sunday. I haven't even opened the file. I will say it is nice though. It's nice like taking time to draw. Yeah, it's coming together. Can't lie, the shade's looking pretty good. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks, man. Again, I never really did AO shading before. Like, I understand the concept and, like, theory, but, like, practice, I never really practiced with it before. But I'm actually liking it. I'm starting to get, like, that 3D feel. And again, we could always go in with, like, lighter colors, too, to, like, lighten some things up. But I think it's fairly decent. But thank you, Sir Hedgelord. Like, bam, bam. And again, we're going to go in with, like, Photoshop, which will probably be next week. I'll show you guys how to do a little thing called gradient maps. Which should be fun. A little annoying to set up, especially when you're like picking the colors. But all in all, if you have like a good grayscale like painting or drawing or whatever, it's the best way to put like color in it. Gotta play some more Digimon tonight. Been getting back into Digimon Time Stranger. That game's so good. Just shade the side of this in. Fairly dark. All right, that seems to be pretty damn good. Touch up here too. I get here too. Do 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 do. That's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. Get some here too. kind of blend in a little bit more. It's not as harsh. Can't lie, the shading's looking good. While we trying. Go. There we go. Nice, quiet listening time. I just don't have anything else more to say. Just drawing my own original Sonic character. Please do not steal. This is where I kind of like lose the plot after this. I mean, we can get... Because, like, that's the thing about, like, AO shading is just, like, most people don't, like, show what you do after this. You're supposed to, like, zoom out and, like, it looks fairly good. I kind of don't like her chest part. We'd probably put some, like, lighter shading in there. Probably. It just looks off. Or hell, how about I just get AI to do it? I like that meme, like that Family Guy meme where it's just like they have like Meg and she's like, you guys think you're always better than me, and it's like Peter, Chris, and like Lois sit on the couch, and it's like the titles under it is just like AI artist or Meg where it's saying like, oh, you always think you're better than me, and then it's just like actual like digital artist, traditional artist, and then like Peter's just like some person that just picked up a pencil. Like, yeah, that's kind of true. See, I like the pants. I like the pants look good. To be fair, that's true. That is true. I mean, like, I get that, where it's just like people like just dunk on AI artists. I will say nothing is ever that simple. I bet there is still some like complications and like hard stuff even for like AI art, but seriously, so I'm not gonna just like nag it, be like, oh, it's completely easy, because like I bet there is like some sort of like skill level with it. It's not just like, you know, oh, just make this picture. I bet it's a little bit like more complicated than that, but still, it's just like if you can't draw it, you know, I wouldn't call yourself like an artist. But like I wouldn't even call like musicians artists either. Because like people throw that word around like, oh, I'm an artist, but like they're like a musician. It's like, no, you're not like an artist, you're a musician. Or like a singer or a songwriter. It's like you have your own word. That's what always like annoyed me about it. Where it's just like you have like singers and songwriters and like, oh well, I'm an artist. And it's just like, okay, you're doing like an artistic thing, but you're not like an artist. Like artist implies you're drawing like a picture. Like visual media. And it's like you have words for yourself. Like I don't draw a picture and then like say like I'm a singer. Like, you know? So again, like to me, it's just like it might just be me, but like if you guys agree, like I don't know, when you say artist, I think like you have to make something that like you can actually look at. I'm not like downgrading like playing musicians or anything, like playing like music, but it's just like, yeah, but it's not like art. Like it's not like art, like visual art, like a painting or a drawing or something. And it's like, why do you feel the need to just use the blanket term artist? You know? I don't know, I always found that weird. Alright, this is looking good. I think I want to take a break off the shading here for a minute. But man, that puts a lot more depth into it. Even without... that does look a lot better with it on. Let's go back to the hair here. And then select everything out of it. Selection invert. And let's just clean this up real quick. Very nice. Very nice. Actually, I want to do one thing. Let's make a really big brush. And multiply. And let's just push some things back into space here a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just want to push it back. Just push it back a little bit. Oh, I can get this here too. And now I'm going to have to select the hair again. God damn it. Selection, inverse, eraser, bye-bye. Okay. So if these shading layers don't look good with like this one, when I hit like multiply on this, then we will do the other one. So I have two options here. This is why I like doing digital art's the best. I forgot to save that entire time. Okay, I do want to finish something, because even though this is going to be a three-parter, I'm going to grab these two copy layers. I'm going to bring them right above there. Perfect. And then we're pretty much going to do the same thing that we've been doing with the eyes here, just on a smaller scale. And then we're gonna go a little bit darker, a little bit smaller. Draw that in there. Same thing over here. Kind of like that. Let's go one more dark. One more dark. Yeah, that's good. Now watercolor. And we're just gonna blend all this in here. Like so. Looking pretty good. And now we're gonna go one more darker base color, make it real small, like a 12. Just gonna go all the way around this one, on the edge here. Like that. Take a 50 and like kind of go around here like that. And the reason why is I'm actually going to do the same thing here. So when we blend it in, it doesn't like kind of get caught off. You'll see what I mean right now. So when I hit the like watercolor tool, I even do a smaller one, like a 12. Like sometimes if you do it and you go off, you'll get like a little bit of a gap because there's no like color there. So this way I don't have to worry about that. And there we go. There we go, that looks pretty good. And what we can also do is take the airbrush tool, set it to reverse, make it like a 30, and just kind of lightly erase into it a little bit too. Let's make it like a 50. There we go. See, they kind of like pop out now. Boom. Perfect. Now we could jump into the eyes, and I'll probably just finish off the eyes, and then we'll call it a day, and then we'll hit part 3 next week. I actually might stream earlier next week, because I do want to finish this. I hate working on something for so long, you know? So what I do with the eyes is I just pick a color. I'm going to go real dark with this one. Set to multiply. And I'm actually going to switch this to multiply so I can kind of look at what I want to do. Then we're going to switch this to a brush. Bam. That's pretty good. Color it in like that. Alright, that's all I needed this for. Okay, I kind of want to clean. Whoa, that eraser's way too big. That's pretty good. I like that. So now that's done. I'm going to put a fringe on it. Border fringe. Base color. So I'm going to just draw this line up a little bit more to get rid of that. Same thing on this side. Just draw this up a little bit more. There we go. Now we're going to switch to a new layer. Create a multiply. And we're going to go much lighter. Probably a little bit darker than the base color. And what I'm going to do is just draw a nice little curve line going across like this. Shade all that in. Like so. Bam. And then we're going to get the same thing on this side. Scribble, 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 scrabble. I guess we can use a little bit of watercolor here, because I kind of want like a little bit of a gradient. Like so. I should probably put another one in there. Let's make not that dark, slightly darker. Maybe a little bit darker. Just a tad. There we go. That's good. That's good color. Pretty much do the same thing, just going on like the top end here, like this. Then we'll blur that in as well. That's fine. Blurred watercolor. That's looking good. Now we can go to next one, create clip and mask, multiply. This is where we're going to go dark again. And what we're going to do is switch to a small brush and go all the way around the eye. Like that. And same thing here, just go all the way around. Like so. And then you guessed it, we're going to blur this in a little bit. Same thing on this side. Blur that in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click the base color again. Make a new layer, and we're going to switch that to screen. And what we're going to do is kind of just hug the eye here like this. And then same thing over here, just hug the bottom of the eye. Then we're going to take the eraser tool, make it smaller, and just cut out kind of like the overlap here. And just shorten the edges a little bit. Just do a nice little cleanup. Same thing on this side. Nice little cleanup there. Now again, if you want to keep it sharp, you can. It does give it like kind of a look. I'm going to blur it in because that's just what I like to do. Same thing here. Blur that in. And take down the strength a little bit. And now last thing we need to do is just go to normal, make it white, base color, and then just do a nice little dot there. And we'll get one right here as well. And bam, we got our eyes. That actually does look really cool, guys. That looks really freaking cool. Boom. And I guess if you really wanted to, I guess we can go on the line art. Boop, boop. Get that select pen. Get all that in there. Get all this in here. I think this is its own layer. Bucket. Yeah, and switch it to like a shade. What about shade shine? Hard light. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Put a color over it. So it kind of like looks more the same. Pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, guys, I think we made some good progress here today. We got most of the shading done. I do want to kind of go in, kind of refine a little bit more. We didn't do any highlights yet, so that'll come. Do a lot of highlights on the jacket and stuff. So we still got a little bit more shading to do, and then we'll tackle the hair too. Again, I wanted to keep the hair kind of separate. But other than that, guys, I think we did pretty good today. Boom, boom. So I'm gonna just leave it here. And yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks WizPlay, I do appreciate it, even though you're at work. Do appreciate you stopping by. Sir Hedgelord, as always, and Edward, thank you for stopping by, man. Always appreciate you guys jumping in on the live stream. But yeah, so I think I'll do a part 3. I might actually stream earlier in the week and then stream also on Sunday, because this might be like a 4 or 5, or probably like 4-part stream if I just do an hour, because there's some stuff I still want to do on this one. But so I might stream earlier in the week. If that happens, I'll probably do like a little YouTube announcement, or you'll just see me live. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will be back next Friday with Sonic Adventure Complete, the Complete Adventure stream. We're getting, I won't even say we're getting to the end of that. Still have a lot more to do, but we're almost done with all the A ranks and SA2, so that's exciting. And then, other than that, I'll be back on Sunday doing a drawing stream, but I'll probably do one even earlier in the week. Oh, I don't know if it's Thanksgiving. Okay, we'll have to find out. I don't know. You'll know. I'll keep you guys updated on the channel. But other than that, guys, I'm Shin0525. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye.